Hey everybody, how's it going? I've been thinking this morning about the idea of glory, how we're made for glory, how we're made to glorify God, how ultimately it's about God and His glory. I was looking at 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 17. Even as we go through, just our whole world is in trial right now in so many ways. Verse 17 of 2 Corinthians 4, "For this light and momentary affliction is preparing for us an eternal weight of glory beyond all comparison." We're made for glory. That's why so many things, like we see glorious things and we're like made to praise. We love to see winning. We love to see beauty. I mean, glory is all around us and we're made for it. But also, super famous verse from 1 Corinthians 10:31. "So whether you eat or drink, or whatever you do, do all to the glory of God." Do all to the glory of God. And I've been tossing around this morning. What does that mean? I don't think it means simply doing good things so that somehow God is glorified, because it says do it to His glory. And I think that's the question for today, as you maybe contemplate this verse. How do the things, as you do them, how do you do them to the glory of God? How do you do them so that He is seen as weight significant? That's what glory means, just weight significant, that God would be the most important thing. That's what glory means, to be the most valued. So if I do something, repent, believe, fight, for example, as I repent, as I see sins, as I see when I'm doing things for my own glory, or I'm pursuing the glory of something that's not God, I repent. And then I believe and I look at what He's done. And in those ways, I'm doing it to His glory, because He's seen as awesome. He's seen as the most significant. He's seen as the most profound, weighty thing that there is. And that's how we want to live our lives. So we do that by being thankful as we enter things. We do that by prayer. We do that as fear of the Lord, as keeping Him mindful as the most important thing as we circulate through everything we do. So I think mindfulness is really key there. Think about it. If by faith you're choosing to love somebody who's maybe hard to love, and that's that fight step. You are expressing love to them. Through that, God, it's done to the glory of God. He's seen as bigger because He's at work in your life. But we have to get the steps right here. It's not just about doing good things. It's the motive behind it. We realize we're loved and we look to love others. We realize the gospel is true and what God has made us, so we move out from there. It's repent, believe, fight. And so I guess if I'm not being clear at all, think about the things you do and how do you do them to the glory of God. But try not to think of it in light of just behavior, being good, doing good, but do them into the ways of how is He more significant in your life? And how do others see it as more significant in your life too? It's about His being everything. How do you eat or drink so that He's everything? That's the verse here. And in the context of this verse, it's about reaching out to others. It's not about behavior, it's about being about God. So toss that around today. Maybe spend some time in that verse. Whatever, if I'm saying is confusing or not, spend some time in 1 Corinthians chapter 10, around 31. How do you do things to the glory of God? All right, give it a shot. And hope that's encouraging. And we'll talk to you again soon.